Palmer, one of the new assistants to the 2013 Shrine Bowl. Just first off, talk about the honor.
Well, I think it's a great honor. That's one of the things in our profession with longevity that our we look for as coaches. Had a chance in 2009 to work the North-South game and enjoyed that immensely. So I get a chance to go back to the Shrine Bowl, and Coach Brown being our head coach, worked with him in 2009 North-South game, enjoyed that. Ken Cribb was also on that staff. He's going to be on the staff here with the Shrine Bowl, and looking forward to working with the other coaches that are there and getting a chance to get out across the state and see some of these great athletes that we've got in the state of South Carolina.
And guess over the next 8 months, what is sort of the responsibilities going to be?
Well, we're going to get together. We're going to start working the combines, of course, and evaluating now the combines. And then we'll get together as a staff. I think the first deal is March the 16th. We have a meeting there. And then I'm sure Coach Brown will bring us in and then kind of separate us out into categories as far as which coach has which particular area of the state. And we'll start contacting those coaches within the areas of the state that we're, assigned to, a lot like recruiting in college. And, get film in on the guys from their junior year and ask for film in through the first 3, 4, 5 games of their senior year and start evaluating that. And then once we get into the season, we normally meet once a week in Columbia and evaluate, and we kind of get ourselves set and go from there.
All right, there's going to be sort of like a certain style type player you're going to be looking at?
Well, once we get the staff together and kind of decide, where we're headed offensively and defensively, that'll fit into it. Good football players are good football players, though. We're going to go after the best 42 football players in the state of South Carolina and mold it from there.
Working with Coach Brown, how much important is it? And you talked about working with Coach Cribb in 2009. How important is the camaraderie that y'all have that in terms of working together?
Well, we both worked for Coach Brown as assistants in the North-South game in 2009. He knows what he can get out of us. We're going to work extremely hard. We know what he wants out of us and the type of organization and skills that are needed to get things done, because once you get there, you got a week to get it all put together. And so in meeting and getting all that stuff put together prior to, and then getting it to our kids once we get there. And so to have that communication already in place and to have that ability to work together already in place, it's just going to go great dividends for our staff.
How do you get the balancing act between looking for top players and then possibly looking at maybe a couple players you think may be under consideration?
Well, you can't be snowballed by everything you read about them, okay, and all the rankings and things like that. You've got to see them on film. You've got to see what they can do. You've got to talk to folks, and we're going to look for quality people as far as football players, but we're also going to look for quality people as far as their citizenship and things like that. We can't afford to get there and have somebody be a distraction. So there's a lot that goes into playing that, and they could be one of the best in the state, but they might not be able to get along with everybody, and so we've got to have all of that put into place.